Check, check, check. It is Friday night action here from the Bill Hunter Arena in Edmonton and a battle for first place. The 9-3 Fort Saskatchewan Rebels paying a visit to the 9-2 Edmonton Warriors, who hold a half-game lead in the division. The Warriors holding a 2-1 season series advantage to this point, and also defeating the Rebels not only in the season series 2-1 last year, but also 2-0 in the North Final in their best-of-3 series. The Warriors eventually going on to win the provincials and go on to win bronze at the Founders Cup after that. We've also got two teams here that know how to score. Both teams sit in the top 3 in the RMLL Junior B division in goals per game, only separated by the Regina Kings, the Rebels averaging 12 goals a game and the Warriors averaging 11.6. So two teams that can light the scoreboard up, light the opposing goaltenders up, and two teams that don't like each other either, as you'll see throughout this North Division. And off the draw, they're going to tie up here in a battle for it, and Andrews picked that up momentarily, and now Peterson comes up with it. He's going to be pinned against the boards, and they're going to say it's Warrior ball. And offense will come out and get to work. Here's Luke Royer up top. He gets it down low to Ben, his cousin. Ben up top over the pick. Nice pick and roll with Luke, and he sends that into the breadbasket of Carpenter. And the Rebels will come up for their first offensive possession of the game. Here's their leading scorer, McCallion. The lanky righty is going to go down the half wall, and he gets doubled. He sends the ball up top to Pickering, and he sends a low sidearm into Pinch. And now the ball's going to go loose, and the Rebels are going to pick that back up. Here's McCallion. He dances around Carey up top. And Peterson's going to take an awkward shot off of a Warrior defender, but they're going to say it's Warrior ball, and that's not the right call there, but nevertheless, it'll be Warrior ball here. A minute into this one. Here's Ben Royer up top with it. He gets it to Josh Dewart. Dewart back up top to Royer. Royer, a little bit of a pick set there by Simonson, and Royer sent one in on Carpenter, and he handles that. And now the Rebels will pick up the loose ball and head out north with it. That's Walsh with it. He hands off to Eastwood. Eastwood down low to Lewis. Gets it up top to McCallion. McCallion. Little flip inside there to Baker. Almost comes back out to McCallion. He wasn't able to pick it up. Now it's sent over to the left side. And McKenzie took a sidearm shot in on Pinch. Good stop there. Now a loose ball battle. They're going to say interference. It'll be Rebel ball. Here's Lewis out of the corner. Lewis up to Eastwood. Eastwood shoots that. Goes into the corner and it's picked up by McKenzie. McKenzie playing offense today. Rebels without some of their front gate power. Xander Maxwell and Reed Lowe scratched tonight. Out of the lineup. Here's Peterson, the captain up top. He's allowed to just sort of walk into the middle there, and he shoots that wide. And Pinch is going to pick that up, and it'll be Warrior ball here. Ball is sent up to Luke Royer. Royer spins off a check, and he takes a sidearm. Good toe save there by Carpenter. The rookie netminder out of the park will have another shot attempted on him. A crease dive there by Dickin. Something you'll see him do a lot. And here's the Rebels here as they move in on offense. And they're going to send that over. The ball's going to get sent over to the lefties. Here's Peterson. Peterson, he rolls around to check McCallion. Dances back up top. He takes a shot. That deflects up off the glass. And now Wellner Bate had it for a second. He's going to lose it. And now the Rebels are going to collect again. And here are the Rebels with it up top. Eastwood, another rookie out of the Sherwood Park program. Here's McCallion. He goes underneath. He's defender. And he tried to go short side on Pinch, and Pinch shut that off. So a good couple of stops there by each goaltender, and we remain deadlocked 0-0 here, 3.5 minutes in to this game here. Friday night, Bill Hunter. Doesn't get much better than this, at least in the regular season. Two teams in the north fighting for top spot. And the ball is going to get popped up here. It's Albrecht with it, and he had a defender falling at his feet. He stepped around that. There's Zorniak. Zorniak's going to get checked momentarily, then pick the ball back up to Pickering. The righty's going to throw a dangerous pass to McCallion, who caught that through traffic. Eastwood's going to grab the loose ball off the boards. He sends it up top to Peterson. He winds and fires. And now Anna Farajchuk gets tripped up, and they're going to call that. And as soon as Walsh picks this up, or attempts to pick it up, they'll blow it dead. The Warriors will go to a power play here. It'd be 2 minutes or less on the Rebels for an inadvertent trip, but a trip nonetheless. Good call there. And the Warriors' vaunted power play is going to go to work here. Some keys to the game here for the Warriors. They're going to want to take top side away from the Rebels shooters. You got guys like Baker and McCallion that always want to get up top and fire. And on the other side of things, the Rebels going to want to get out, and you've seen them do it already. Get out, run in transition, and play as little as they can and set controlled 5-on-5 sets. And not let the Warrior offense go to work. And we got a delayed call here on the Rebels for a check from behind. And a great stop there by Carpenter, who stayed with it. As I believe that was Simonson who came out in front. Tried to go far side back to the short side, and Carpenter stayed with it and got his hand on it. Great save there by the rookie netminder. But now the Rebels will go down 2 men. The Warriors will go up 5-on-3 here. Here's Dewart, down low to Dickin. Back up to Dewart. Simonson. Dewart. And he sent that up and over the net. Now Ben Royer picks that out of the corner. Up top to Dewart. And Dewart misses the net again. And there's Cole Stashnik to pick up the loose ball at center. And nice attempt there in a skip pass. Shooter to crease there from Royer to Dickin. Didn't connect, but it went off a Rebel stick, and the Warriors will maintain possession. Dewart, Dickin. Dickin dances down low. He gets tied up by a good stick there by the Rebels defender. I think that's an affiliate. We'll get you his name as soon as we can, but Dickin tried to dance out in front. That was stopped by Carpenter. And now a quick stick down low by Royer. And the Warriors will draw first blood here. Warriors 1, Rebels nothing with 14:15 to go in the first period of play. So no real surprise there as the Warriors power play is able to convert there on the 5-on-3, and they'll remain up a man. It'll go to a 5-on-4 here. And off the draw, that's Menon. And now off a hidden ball trick, the Warriors are going to convert and go 2 for 2 on that 5-on-3. And I might have misspoke on that first goal. I think it was Cole Stashnik that got it, not Royer. But either way, it's the Warriors that are up here 2-0. And that's something the Rebels really can't afford to do, is be taking penalties, and especially going down 5-on-3 here early in this game as they try to gain some traction. Here's Anna Farajchuk off the draw. Ball pops up. And it's going to be picked up by Menon. Menon is going to come up the near boards. and get it to Stashnik. Stashnik is going to run down the near wall. He's going to roll up, gets it to Ben. Royer sent it over to Dickin. Dickin gets it up to Dewart. Dewart swings it over to Ben Royer. Royer fakes a shot over to Dickin. He tries to go underneath his check. He's going to roll back up, and he's going to send a desperation shot in on Carpenter. He's going to get a reset, and Dickin's going to circle back up top. And it looks like they're not going to give him the reset because they're going to say it was from behind the goal line, and it's going to be Rebels' ball. Eastwood rolls off a check. Eastwood, Pickering. Pickering to McCallion. 48 points on the year for McCallion. And Peterson's going to roll off a check and send one in on pinch. And he's going to knock his defender into the crease, and he's going to be back in and Rebel ball. Here's Eastwood up top. Eastwood gets it to McCallion, and he goes back door to Simonson, the younger Simonson, on the quick stick. And the Rebels cut into this Warrior lead. It's now Warriors 2, Rebels 1, 12:37 to go here in the first period. And off the draw, here's Andrews. He'll get it back to the younger Stashnik, Brody, and he'll slip around a check and look to dish off. And he hands it off to the older Simonson, Sebastian. Two brothers playing each other here tonight. Here's Luke. And Luke's going to work his way up top, get it to Ben. Ben fires that shot right into the stomach of Carpenter. And now Simonson's going to grab this loose ball and come out with it up top. Here's Dewart. Dewart winds and fires off of the foot of Carpenter. He's going to go up and over the glass. It'll be a Warrior reset. Simonson. Luke Royer. Dewart. Inside to Ben. Ben comes around to check and tried to go back short side, and that went well wide. Here's Sebastian Simonson over to Dewart. Dewart tries to go underneath his defender, and they're going to call a hold here on Vetch. The ball's going to end up swung back to Dewart. He sends one into the stick of Carpenter. And the Rebels continue to march to the penalty box here as they're going to take a hold here. Here's Simonson up top. Dickin, Ben Royer in behind the net. And you've seen that a bunch this year. He fakes and comes back around, but Carpenter got back over, and now Dickin back up top to Simonson. Simonson shoots. That goes wide. The low bounce shot is going to hit glass, and now it's back up with Dickin, and he fires from the shooter spot. Another save there by Carpenter. The ball's going to roll back down into the Warrior end, and Pinch will come out and play that. And Dickin will recollect up top. Fresh 30 for the Warriors. Dickin in behind the net to Royer, who mishandled that. And then they're going to say he picked it out of the crease. So it'll be Rebel ball. Here's Albrecht up with it. Short-handed. He's met by three Warriors as he ran that right into the middle of the floor in front of Pinch. Now he gets knocked down. He gets thrown down now. No interference call. And somehow the Warriors will keep the ball here with 55 seconds remaining on the power play. 10 minutes to go, first period. Warriors 2, Rebels 1. Here from Bill Hunter Arena, you're watching the Junior B RMLL division on CROW LAX TV here all summer long, right through the provincials in Beaumont, Alberta. Here's Luke Royer. Goes underneath his check. He throws it back up to Ben. Dewart winds and fires. That goes off of Carpenter, off of the goalie, and that's going to be Warrior ball. They'll get a fresh 30 here with almost exactly 30 seconds left on the power. Here's Dewart. Simonson. Simonson up top. Down low to Dickin. Now the ball just gets thrown into the middle. It hits some bodies, fell to the turf, and now it's going to be picked up by Zorniak. He's going to run in and fire it right off of the belly of Pinch, the chest, really. And now the ball's going to come back and get thrown down the floor to Simonson, who's going to wait for reinforcements as the Warrior power play comes to an end. Here's Simonson. He swings it down low to Dickin. Dickin in trouble here. He tried to throw it back over to Simonson. That goes awry into the boards. And the Rebels are going to that shouldn't have been a reset. I don't know why they reset the clock there, but in any event, the Rebels are going to grab the ball and head north with it into the Warrior zone. Here's Eastwood. Eastwood's going to wait for some type of pick to get set. A little bit of a screen came there from McCallion. McCallion winds and fires. That was a really good stop there, taking away the low short side by Pinch as he's settled into this game here. And on a Farajchuk, the vet, the assistant captain, will hand off to Ben Royer. Royer will jog into the offensive zone. Royer, nice little flip pass, and then he cut across the net and faked far side, came back short side, scored, but they're going to say he stepped in the crease. Be a Rebel ball here. Ball is bounced out over center, and it's going to be picked up by the Rebels. Here's Peterson. Peterson, a couple of unorthodox fakes as he got that to Pickering, who was sent into the boards. Now Pickering is going to grab the loose ball, send it back up top off of that right shooter's position. The shot was sent in and went off of a Warrior. Might have caught a piece of Pinch as well. They're going to call minor interference here. It'll be Warrior ball. And Menon will say, screw the 9 feet. I'll just jump around my defender here anyway. And head up floor. Here's Dickin. Dickin, the Warrior leading scorer, 23 goals and 34 assists this season, 57 points. Just ripping it up this season for the Warriors as the Rebels are going to quickly come out with it. This is Vetch looking to push it in transition. Warriors have 3 defenders back, so he'll circle back. And now Peterson hits McCallion, who was left alone as the 3 Warriors that were back fell asleep. And McCallion was stopped by Pinch, but they're going to get the Warriors for either a cross check or a check from behind. And they're going to say check from behind here, meaning it'll be a 4-minute penalty on Lachlan Gordon. And now the Rebels power play will get a chance to go to work. 7:09 to go, first period. Warriors 2, Rebels 1. Hit that subscribe button on CROW LAX right here on the YouTube channel. Again, you can watch all summer long right through the provincials. Here's Simonson, winding and firing, and that's an easy stop for Pinch. Nice check there by Peterson. And he wasn't able to grab the loose ball, though, and now Flett's going to get it. They're going to call 10 seconds on the Warriors, and it'll be Rebel ball here with a fresh 30. 3:37 to go on the penalty kill here for the Warriors. 2-1 they lead. 6:45 to go in the period. Here's McCallion. Baker up top. He gets it over to Simonson, who buried that into the crest of Pinch. Now Pinch is going to launch one deep down the floor for Brody Stashnik, and now he's going to battle for it. He was almost able to pick it up, but the Rebels will get that, and now they will come back up on the power play. There's actually 2 former teammates from last season in the Midget A loop, now called 17UA. But anyways, Simonson, Calix, and Brody playing for the Parkland Posse. And now the aforementioned Simonson took a shot off of a Warrior defender. Now a skip pass down low to Eastwood. Nice save there by Pinch as he got across. Now the shot clock goes off incorrectly. And now that's going to trickle through Pinch. And That was Peterson letting a sidearm go as that trickled through pinch. Greasy goal, but the Rebels will take it. Game's now tied 2-2 with 5:47 to go here in the first period of play. That's Peterson's 14th of the season. And the Rebels still on the power play as they go back to work here. That was Peterson taking another shot in on pinch. And that was actually the Rebels' 3 leading scorers connecting on that last goal on that power play marker. Peterson from Baker and McCallion. Now they try to go backdoor to Simonson again. That time pinch stops that. Ball's back up top with Baker. He winds and fires. Short side on pinch. Just inside the bar, about hip high. And the Rebels have their first lead of the night. It's Rebels 3, Warriors 2, 4:59 to go here in the first period of play. And as we mentioned, these are two teams that can score. Both teams came into the game with 5 guys with 30-plus points and 6 guys with 20-plus points. So these are well-balanced offenses, and both are off to an early start here. And here's Dewart. He throws a bad pass over to Ben Royer. Royer's going to make an attempt at that strip, but unsuccessful, and Zorniak will jog into the Warrior zone. And here's McKenzie with it. He's going to come up top. Now he goes back underneath, looking for a cutter. Nobody there, so he's going to wind and fire. Good low shot there, and good stop in response by Pinch. And here's Simonson. You're going to see the Warriors. They've looked a little bit disjointed here in the first period again. You saw this against the Outlaws. I think that bench is going to want to see a little bit crisper offense here. And as I say that, Simonson off of a bit of a broken play with a jump shot. See that a lot more in field. But a good stop there by Carpenter. Now another shot sent in by Dickin. Good loose ball there by Luke. Luke Royer, of course. Played his minor lacrosse in Sherwood Park. And now Simonson fires a sidearm, short side, pulled it back as he had Carpenter step in across the net, pulled it back short side, and the Warriors quickly tie this one back up 3-3. 3:32 to go, first period. And off the draw, it's going to be battled for in the Warrior zone. Eventually picked up by the Warriors. And here's Dewart down along the far boards. He's going to be met by a bit of a double. Now the ball's going to go loose. The Warriors are going to push, and now the Rebels are going to push back. They really could have given the Warriors the ball first, and then the Warriors didn't get the call and started pushing back, and now the Rebels will end up gaining possession. Here's Scrimshaw, Eastwood. Here's Eastwood with it on the near boards. Pick's going to be set by McCallion. He's held up there by Wolney. Now Eastwood tried to send that back door to a cutting Simonson, but that got knocked down, and now he's going to get his own loose ball. Very good on loose balls and creating turnovers is Eastwood. Does a lot of little things for the Rebels. And now Baker went through the crease there with the ball. The ref didn't see it. And they don't blow it dead, but it's going to go without harm because the Warriors, well, they did have it. Now they're going to say it's Rebel ball. The ball's going to go to the boards here. It's going to get battled for. Bounces out in behind the net. And now it's going to end up back with Eastwood on the right side. Now he sends a rainbow pass over to McKenzie, who beats his man underneath. And they're going to say that there was a bit of a hold there on Stashnik, as he got beat there for a second by McKenzie. And the Rebel power play is going to go to work with exactly 2 minutes to go in the first period. Warriors 3, Rebels 3. And power play set up here with Baker up top. Baker, McCallion, down to Eastwood. Now the ball's going to be grabbed by the Warriors. And it's going to get thrown into Royer, who's going to work around his defender. He comes out in front as the Rebels just sort of push him out in front and then let him shoot. Strange sequence there. They were just almost like, okay, yeah, you have this shot. But Carpenter said no. And now the Rebels power play will jog back down into the Warrior zone. Here's McCallion. McCallion up top to Simonson. Simonson plays catch with McCallion. McCallion steps in, back up to Simonson. Here's McKenzie off the left shooter. That a little bit of a awkward pass there from Peterson through the box to McCallion. He couldn't handle it. And now Wolney came in on a breakaway. Good stop there by Carpenter. And the Rebels look to get one more possession here on the power play. And what will likely be their last possession of the period as well, with 38 seconds to go here. As a little bit of a miscommunication there between Baker and McCallion as the ball got sent back over the Miners logo. They eventually pick it up and throw it into the glass. It'll be a turnover. It'll be a Warrior ball here with 24 seconds left to go in the first period. 3-3, we sit tied, all knotted up. From Bill Hunter Arena, CROW LAX TV, Junior B action in Alberta all season, all summer long, right through the provincials in Beaumont in late July and early August. Here's Dewart. Dewart sent it into Dickin, who crease dove, and they're going to say that he avoided the crease, and that goal is going to be counted. And with 2 seconds to go in the first period, the Warriors take the lead back. Warriors 4, Rebels 3. That's a rough goal for the Rebels to give up so late in the period. Always detrimental early goals in periods, and especially late goals in lacrosse, giving those types of goals up. We'll see how the Rebels respond early in the second period, as time's going to run out here on the first period of play. And after one, it's going to be the Edmonton Warriors 4, the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels 3, as we leave you for about 10 minutes time. We'll be right back here on CROW LAX TV for the second period of play. We'll see you just in under 10 minutes time. Welcome back inside the Bill Hunter Arena as we sit here with the Warriors leading the Rebels by a score of 4-3. The Warriors getting a goal with about 2 seconds left in that opening frame. And we'll see how the Rebels respond to that late marker. Ball's going to go into the near boards, and it's going to be picked up by Brody Stashnik. Good handle there by Brody, but he threw it away, and now the Rebels are going to grab it and head into the Warriors zone. Yeah, they're going to circle around the net with it. Here's McKenzie up top. McKenzie gets it over to McCallion. McCallion threw that over to Peterson. That was behind him. He's going to go pick the loose ball back up, and he's going to swing it over to McCallion. McCallion gets grabbed as he drove to the net, and it's going to be another holding call on the Warriors. We've seen that called here consistently here so far in this game, and Wellner Bates going to take this one, and it's going to be another Rebel power play. 19:23 to go here, second period. You have to think the Rebel power play is going to have to match the Warrior power play, which you know is quite potent. Here's McCallion up top and he fires, and that goes through pitch, through his legs. It looked like it hit his stick and trickled through. And just like that, it didn't take the Rebels very long to tie this game back up. It's 4-4. Some good music here in the building. You're playing some Matchbox 20. The ball's going to go loose out in front of the net. And they're going to call some type of infraction on the Rebels. Didn't quite see what it was. And it's going to be Warrior ball. They're going to mishandle it here. And now on a Farajchuk's going to be met by Zorniak, but he just sort of steps around him and gets the ball up for the Warrior offense to go to work here. Here's Luke Royer up top. Royer down low to his cousin Ben. Ben out of the corner. In front to Simonson. And he sent that short side high up over top of the crossbar. And now it's going to be the Rebels with it as Albrecht gets stripped. And then he knocks Royer down from behind. Ball's going to go loose here on what is some sloppy, ugly lacrosse right now. But Royer's going to come up with it eventually. Now they're going to call a moving pick on the Warriors, and it's going to be Rebel ball. Here's Vetch for the Rebels. And McCallion on the half wall. He dances up top. He's going to get doubled there. He gets out of that. And he sends it into McKenzie, who sent a sidearm low, wide. And now Carey's going to come up with it over the Miners logo. He's going to take a whack there from Rebel defender, younger Albrecht, Grayson Albrecht. Now the ball's going to go loose, and Dickens going to shove his man, and they're going to call Rebel ball. Rebels are going to quickly start out with it as Reese Walsh came up over center with it. McCallion to the half wall. Eastwood hops back up top, swings it to Baker. Baker steps around his man and fires, and that goes far side, low, wide. And just kind of a, let's just say, undisciplined push there on the loose ball, and it'll be Rebels ball. Here is Eastwood. He sends it and swings it over to McKenzie, who gets belted down. They're going to say it was high. It's going to be a delayed penalty coming up to the Warriors, and they don't like it very much. McKenzie throws that low to Peterson, who swung it across the floor to Pickering, who tried a quick stick. He pushes it wide, but it's going to be another Rebel power play as Flett sprints to the box. 4-4. 16:51 to go here, second period. Bill Hunter Arena here on CROW LAX TV. Battle for first in the North as the Rebels sit a half game behind the Warriors. Here's Menon. Menon is going to get stripped there by Albrecht at center. And now Albrecht is going to sort of saunter into the Warriors zone. And he pulled the ball around a check and then threw it into Pinch. Pinch handles that. Now a bad pass. And it's going to be Rebel ball here off of the Lucy. Here's Zorniak, a bit of a 2-on-1 here. And he tried to get that over to Eastwood, who was bumped. Now he drives his man into the boards. And the Warriors are going to have to do some work here to get it across. They do. They avoid the 10-second count. That's Gordon with it. Gordon over to Dewart. Dewart hits Ben Royer on the half wall. He is going to go one-on-one, and he goes underneath his defender. But some help is there from Scrimshaw as he filled there. And the shot clock's going to expire, and it's going to be Rebel ball here with 35 seconds to go on the power. 15:22 to go in the period. We remain deadlocked 4-4 here. Rebels and Warriors. Here's McCallion down low to Eastwood. He looked inside, nothing there. Now it's over with Peterson off of the left side, and they're going to say reset there as it must have caught a piece of Pinch. Here's Baker up top. And Baker fires and scores. Short side again, hip high. We saw him score there earlier. And just straight overhand, he comes down and pulled that back short side on Pinch. And the Rebels take their second lead of the game. It's Rebels 5, Warriors 4 with 15 minutes to go here, second period. The ball's going to bounce off the draw here. Here's Pickering in transition. He's going to stop up. And he tried to hit Peterson off the bench. That was too high. Now a couple of Warriors will go in, and it's Wolney who picks it up. He'll hop out of there and flip it to Dickin, and the Warrior offense will hit the floor. Here's Dickin. Dickin up top to Ben Royer. Royer swings it over to Dickin. Dickin. He tries to slip around a man, and he does, and he fires it low on Carpenter. And it's tied yet again here. 5-5, 14 minutes to go, second period. I haven't seen too many that Carpenter would want to have back here in this game, but I think that's one of them. And it just sort of, it almost went like, it looked like it might have went 5-hole. Here are the Warriors off the draw as they swing the ball around. Here's Cole Stashnik. He swings that to Dickin. Dickin down low to Simonson, who tried to hit a cutting Royer inside. The ball didn't get there, and now it'll be Rebel ball. Here's Lewis, one of the Lewis twins. That was Riley. Here is Eastwood. Eastwood tried to go underneath on his defender. Good defense there, and then he sends that backdoor to the opposite crease. Hit fellow rookie Simonson, but that was stopped by Pinch, and now would be Warrior possession. And ball's going to go loose here. It's going to be battled for. Luke Royer is going to pick it up. Now it's going to get knocked loose again. He's going to get tossed down to the floor. They're going to say Warrior ball. Here's Sebastian Simonson with it. He's going to swing that over to big righty Dewart. Dewart steps into that one and sent that wide far side. Here's Simonson. He tucks down the far wall. Now he's going to come up across the top, swing that over to Dewart. Dewart spins back up top, swings it over to Ben, or tries to. That was a high pass, not caught. Now it's going to go loose, and their shot clock's going to expire. It's going to be Rebel ball. 5-5, 12:20 to go, second period. Thank you for joining us here on CROW LAX TV. Again, here all summer long, right through the provincials, the Larry Bishop Memorial in early August, as we see who goes to the Founders Cup being held in Poco, BC this year. Here's Simonson. Simonson, nice little flip pass inside off of the pick to Peterson. And they're going to say that he landed in the crease as Pinch had the ball. It'll be Warrior ball. Here's Wellner bait to Dickin off the bench. He's going to push this. He went right through the middle there with the ball. He sent it wide. Now there's going to be a loose ball push, and it'll be Warrior ball with a fresh 30. Here's Dickin. Dickin up top to Ben. Ben back with it here on the left side. He looks for someone. He's going to send a looping pass over to Dickin, who wound and fired, and that went wide. It's going to be picked up by Sebastian Simonson. And he tucked and went down the wall there and looked like he was going to try around the world, but the ball got knocked loose. It's going to be Rebel ball here as the shot clock expires. Here's Lewis being pressed here by Wolney. Simonson on the near boards sent that over to Eastwood. Here's Baker. And he took a rising shot that went way high into the glass. It's going to bounce back into the Rebel zone with the shot clock winding down. Carpenter's just going to send that into a Warrior waiting stick. It'll be a Warrior possession here. Now we're going to see Eastwood knock the ball down, but then his stick was knocked out of his hands before he could pick the ball up. It's going to be Warrior ball here. Here's Simonson off of the pick and roll. He wasn't able to connect with Ben Royer, who's going to get knocked down on the loose ball. And now there's going to be a little bit of a dust off. I think that's Walsh. I can't see the Warrior number, but they're going to swing with Walsh still having his helmet on. And Walsh just sort of tackles. They both still had their helmets on. And Walsh just threw down the much smaller Warrior. And I think that was, I don't know, he's wearing Benham's number. Don't really know who that is. As they're going to sort this out. And we'll see what the referees come up with after some discussion here. While they discuss, we'll take a little quick break here, and we'll be back right with you here on CROW LAX TV. So that was Crunwell, who the Warriors got in a trade from the CROW about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago in exchange for a 6th rounder. And he jumped into the fray there and got tackled by the much bigger man in Walsh. And you can see the referees discussing things with the Warrior bench right now. Looks like they're going to get the extra. Maybe the instigator, I don't know. We'll see once they announce it. But nevertheless, the Rebels are going to go to a power play here with this game tied up at 5. 10:26 to go, second period. Oh, never mind. They're going to be even here, 5-on-5. Here's Peterson. He swings that, or Baker swung that to Pickering. McCallion off the right side. He gets that up top to Baker. Baker over to Simonson, and he wound and fired a sidearm into the crest of pinch. The Warriors will come up floor. This is going to be Flett. They're going to say too many men on the Warriors, and their bench really does not like that. Here's McCallion. Swings it over to McKenzie. He goes underneath Andrews. Rolls back up across the top. Swings it over to Eastwood. Eastwood down to Pickering. Pickering walks up top. He faked a shot and then tried to send it back over to McKenzie, who gets knocked into the boards by Andrews. Then a loose ball push by Gordon, and it'll be Rebel ball. Scrimshaw, who momentarily came off to play some D, will send it to Peterson and head back off. And Peterson wound and fired short or far side. Here's McCallion. McCallion down low to Eastwood. And he span underneath his check. Goes in behind the net. In front to McCallion. And he tried to go 5-hole on pinch, and pinch stops that. And we remain tied 5-5. 9 minutes to go in the second period. Warriors with the ball up top. That's Luke Royer to Dickin. Dickin to Luke Royer. Royer to Ben Royer. Dickin. Dewart. Inside to a cutting Simonson, who made a great pass, showed a lot of patience to hit Luke Royer on the back door, but a great save by Carpenter. And now, oh, they must have said that shot missed the net because the shot clock expires. And Royer must have missed the net there, and it's going to be Rebel ball. Here's Baker off the left side. He swings it over to Eastwood. Too short Park kids. Eastwood gets tripped up there a little bit by a defender, but from his knees, he throws that over to CROW Simonson. And then that ball was attempted to be thrown up to Baker. And now Wellner Bates going to grab the loose ball in on the breakaway and fires far side and scores. Maybe a little bit of a preemptive sign there as the in-house siren went off before he actually shot. He would then go in to shoot and score anyway, and the Warriors take a 6-5 lead here with 8 minutes to go here in the second period. And off the draw here, Zorniak had a shot at it, couldn't pick it up, and now on a Farajchuk will grab it. He'll navigate some traffic and let the Warrior offense get kick-started. Here's Dickin. Dickin. Again, Ben Royer having a little bit of trouble handling the ball here tonight. He looked like he thought he had it and brought his stick down, and the ball went loose, and now the Rebels will pick the ball up. That's Albrecht. Albrecht gets met with 2 Warrior defenders. He loses it, and the Warriors will create a turnover here. Now have a partial 2-on-1. That gets sent over to Luke Royer, who bounces that off the carpet well up and over the net. And Rebels will restart here on offense. 7 minutes to go. Warriors 6, Rebels 5. Ball sent into the middle, and Simonson shot that into pinch. Pinch handled that, and they're going to say that Simonson on the rebound stepped into the crease, and it'll be Warrior ball. Here's Ben Royer with it. The lefty will get it over to the right side. Dewart down to Dickin. Dickin underneath his check, and now he's going to come across net. And he tried to come back short side, and he just put it up over top of it and a little bit wide. And here's Vetch. Rebels try to get a look here in transition. Here's Peterson down Main Street, and he's stopped by pinch. And now Wilner Bate here again on transition gets shoved into the boards. Ball was loose. They don't care though, and it'll be Rebel ball here. Still here with 20 seconds on their shot clock. Here's Pickering. Pickering up top to Peterson. Peterson to McCallion. He fires that in to pinch. Gets stopped. Now here's Wilner Bate gathering and stopping up, and now sending a pass over to Simonson. He'll wait for some help here off the left side. Here's Sebastian Simonson. Hard pick there set by Ben Royer. Creates some room for Simonson to step into one, and he paced the far post. And now he hits Dewart on a quick stick look. A cross seam pass, and it's a great save by Carpenter, who's made a few of those here tonight. Now Simonson's going to be checked hard here by Andrews. He sends a backhand pass that's going to be eventually knocked down and picked up by Andrews. Now on a Farajchuk here off the right side. On the near boards, Dickin swings it to Simonson. Down low to Royer. He came out in front of the net and sent a behind the back shot that went off of the Rebel defender. He actually had that front lane to shoot, and he went back into the defender. Here's McCallion off the boards. Nice little dance around his man. He hesitated and pulled it around his defender. Good stop there by Pinch. Ball's going to get battled for along the boards here behind the net. Here's Carey. Very good on loose balls. And he's going to really have to work here to get out of traffic. He did, but then the last second lost the ball. And here's a 2-on-1. Lewis to Albrecht. That was just jammed up there. Spacing on that wasn't good. And the Rebels not able to get a shot off of that. But they'll get the loose ball, and with 15 seconds on the shot clock, let their offense have a look here. Here's Peterson. Swings it over to Eastwood. Eastwood with a long shot from distance into pinch. That's easily stopped. And the Warriors here, nursing a 6-5 lead with 4 minutes to go in the second period, will have another possession. Here's Dewart. Dewart swings it over to Simonson. Simonson pops up top. Now they're going to call a moving pick here on the Warriors. It'll be a Rebel ball. Here in transition, they're going to send it up to McKenzie with a really nice snag off of the carpet. He cuts in front, and Pinch gets a shoulder on that. And now Baker with a loose ball shove, and they're going to call penalty here on Baker. They're going to say interference. And now it's going to be a Warrior power play here with 3:36 to go in the second period. Warriors leading the Rebels 6-5. Here's Simonson up top. He's going to send it over to Dewart. Simonson. They play catch. On the right side, sent in behind the net to Ben Royer. He walks out up top to Simonson, back to Royer. He sent it to Dewart, got it back from him. He walks back out. Tried to go across the box to Dewart. Zorniak took a whack there from Dewart on the loose ball, but he collects it, and now the Rebels will come up short-handed over center. Here's the Rebels short man going to work here. Ball's going to get turned over here, and here's Gordon in on a breakaway. Gordon comes off of his wrong side and sent that in on Carpenter, and Carpenter stood tall. The score remains 6-5 here, Warriors. 2:45 to go, second period. Here's Simonson up top. Dewart, Simonson, Dewart. Dickin walks out around the crease. That ball swung to Dewart. He tried to go short side. Carpenter shut that off. It'll be a reset here as the Warriors grab the loose ball. They're going to run something here. That slip pick by Simonson inside. And off of that slip pick, he walked right through the middle, got a pass, but sent it up over top of the net. And it's going to be Rebel ball here as they have 30 seconds to kill here. And they're going to mishandle that. It's going to be picked up by Simonson. And good stop there by Carpenter off of the partial breakaway. Here's Albrecht. He hops into two Warriors, and he's going to lose that again. And now Andrews is going to speed in. The speedster off the back gate is going to pull out, but then he's going to throw it away, and now it's going to be a Rebel breakaway. Here's Scripshaw in on it for the breakaway, and he labeled it off of the post as he did a good job running across net there on pinch. Just wasn't able to kiss the mesh, and instead kissed bar. Here's Pickering. Baker, he threw that into Baker, jammed Baker up there. Nice move by Baker underneath. That's stopped by pinch. Ball's going to roll back out to center, picked up by Peterson. They'll get a fresh 30. Peterson swings it over to Pickering. Pickering gets knocked back by defender. That was Wolney, and then he swung it over to Peterson, who fired a overhand short side high, and the Rebels knock this one back up. It's Warriors 6, the Fort 6 with 1:02 to go in the second period. Now a long shot sent in on pinch, and the Warriors are going to call a timeout here with 39 seconds or just under 40 seconds to go here in the middle frame. The score, Warriors 6, Rebels 6. We'll take a quick timeout here as the teams draw something up, and we'll be right back with you on CROW LAX TV. So it'll be Ben Royer with the ball here. And he'll start it up for the Warriors. Pinch still in the net. Good thing is, because the Warriors are going to turn it over right off the bat here. I think that's actually Fraser Barrett wearing 55, just by the way he's running. Could be wrong, but haven't confirmed it, but I do think that's Fraser Barrett wearing 55. For anybody at home wondering. He did take that shot off of the wrong side of the floor. Hidden ball here. Ben has it. He sends it up top to Simonson. Pinch now out. Dewart shoots into the stick of Carpenter, and We are going to head to the final frame with these two teams in this battle for first place in the RMLL's Junior B North Division, all tied up. The Warriors 6, Rebels 6 from Bill Hunter Arena. We thank you for joining us here on CROW LAX TV, and we will be right back with you here in under just 10 minutes' time. And we reconvene here. Start of the third period. Wellner bait off of the draw is going to set the Warriors back up here. That was Luke Royer across the floor to Simonson. Simonson's going to hop step up way up top. And then Luke Royer, in the middle of setting his pick, was just sort of sent sprawling. And they didn't call a check from behind or a moving pick, but the result ended up being a Rebel ball here. Here's Pickering. Pickering to McCallion. McCallion underneath, stops up, gets it up top to Peterson. The captain winds and fires and puts that right into the crest of pinch. So I've seen a lot of that tonight, actually. A lot of shots right into the breadbasket of these goaltenders, especially into pinch by the Rebels. Here are the Rebels again, picking up that loose ball. Seen some sloppy play from the Warriors. It's really continued throughout this game offensively, throwing the ball away a lot up high. It's allowed the Rebels to gain some extra possessions. Here's Eastwood. Eastwood down low to McCallion. Could have had the crease dive there. Decided to spin back and then ran out of room. And that went off a Warrior defender. Now the ball is passed back to him. The shot clock's going to expire. And now Andrews is going to have trouble picking it up. Eventually, Wolney will. And the Warriors will really get their first possession of this period after turning it over a few times here. 6-6, 18 minutes to go here, third period. The winner of this game will be in first place. If they tie, the Warriors will remain a half game ahead as they have one less loss. 9-2 the Warriors are. 5-0 at home. So they haven't lost yet at home. No kind of blemish at home. No loss, no tying, nothing. Just 5-0 clean record here at home while the Rebels sit at 9-3 overall, a half game back. Now Zorniak's going to lose it. Perry's going to pick it up. He takes a whack by Pickering. Coleman will circle back and get it over to Dickin, and he does his usual wind and fake here, but he's not going to drive this time around. Now he's going to take it back and fire it. Looked like it went short side. Somehow found some space between Carpenter and the post. Carpenter's looking at the bench like, how the heck did that go in? And it didn't look like there was any room over there either. I'm not sure how that went in myself, but it did find mesh, and it's 7-6 Warriors with 17 minutes to go here in the third period. Now, right off the draw, the Warriors have another possession here. That ball is going to get mishandled by Stashnik, but he comes out of the corner with it. Now out in front to Luke Royer on the broken play, and then that broken play becomes even more broken. And he got a second opportunity with a flailing Carpenter out of position, and he threw that into the yawning cage. And the Warriors gain what I believe is their first 2-goal lead of the game here. With 16:31 to go here in the third period, they lead 8-6. And now in front, that's Peterson getting that cross crease feed. Pinch getting over there as Peterson tried to reach back around him. Here's McCallion up over the top. He shoots that high. And if there were ever a Luke Royer type goal, that was it right there, guys. To scramble in front. And here's Dewart off the bench. And he ran across net, and Carpenter stayed with him, and he shut that far side off. But yeah, as I was saying, if there was ever a Luke Royer type goal, that was it right there. Take a picture. Here's Eastwood up top. He gets absolutely clobbered, and now Pickering is going to go after Wolney. Eastwood is down, and he's struggling to get up. It looked like that cross check might have come up high. There was a little bit of head contact, I believe. Don't be shocked to see a 5-minute high stick here. That's exactly what it's going to be. But they're going to call it rough, not a high stick. But either way, it's going to be the same outcome. The Warriors are going to be shorthanded for 5 minutes here as they hold a 2-goal lead. We'll pop out for a commercial for 2 seconds here, and we'll be right back. And again, a mishandle, and now a breakaway for Anna Farajchuk. Anna Farajchuk in. He ran through the crease to pick that up. They're not going to catch it somehow. And thankfully, though, for them, the ball is going to go loose, and the Rebels will pick it up with still 4.5 minutes to go on the major to Wolney. They trail by 2 here, 8-6 Warriors. 14:50 to go, third period. Here's Peterson throwing that off of the dome of Pinch. Now, Peterson's going to tie up here in the corner, and now he's going to think better of it. He was tied up there, couldn't see the Warrior number. Looked like Wolney. Here's Anna Farajchuk now on the near boards. He just rolls that out. Grabbed by Ben Royer. He is going to be hacked there by Barrett. Shot taken. He's going to pick up that loose ball. He's driven into the boards by Albrecht. Now Albrecht's going to hold him up behind the net. But it's going to be, they're going to say it's going to be a push, a loose ball push on the Rebels. It'll be Warrior ball. Here's Royer. Up to Simonson. The Warriors will slow play this here, down a man. Rebels, knowing that 30 is ticking, will probably oblige and let them sort of hang out on the perimeter way up top here. Here's Dick in. 3 guys converge on him and send him into the crease. A little bit of extracurriculars there, but nothing much. And now it'll be Rebels coming back up the floor with the ball with Baker in possession. Baker to McCallion. McCallion. Baker. McKenzie. Elects to take a shot pretty early in the shot clock there, right into the another one into the crest of Pinch. And now here's Brody Stashnik with it. Warriors almost halfway through this kill here. 13:15 to go in the third. Here's Ben Royer with it, jogging up top. He's going to send a rolling shot in on Carpenter. He's going to stop that, and it's going to be Rebel ball as they call the Warriors for a crease violation. Here's Zorniak. Zorniak's going to hand it off to McCallion. And I think especially with Xander Maxwell and Reed Lowe out of this lineup tonight, they're really going to need McCallion to take charge here if they're going to get this game back even. That shot comes in from Baker right into the stick of Pinch. He's looking for somebody. Now he's going to launch into the Rebel zone. Nobody came free. Now the ball's going to just roll into Carpenter, and the Rebels will have a fresh 30 here with a minute 44 to go on their power play. They're going to have to at least, you got to think that they're going to want to get at least one here on the major. You, of course, can score two as a maximum before the other team could sub on. Here's Baker up top. Baker shoots into Pinch. That's behind the net with Peterson. Peterson over to Simonson. Simonson. Peterson. Peterson over to Simonson. Back up top to Baker. He tried to skip pass down low to Peterson. Didn't connect. Now he goes to Peterson again, and Peterson comes out of the corner. Takes a little bit of a flip shot at the net. Up to Baker. And he bleeds that ball into Pinch. Lob pass. Pinch to Flett. Flett bounces it over to Dickin on the far half wall. That's up to Ben Royer. 30 seconds left in the kill here. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Bit of a hidden ball here, and Carpenter reaches out, touches that with his stick, so they call for a reset, even though that was going well wide. And now with 20 seconds left, and now there was a hit in the change box. The Warriors wanted a penalty call. They're just going to say it's interference and a possession call. Here's Royer to Dickin. Dickin fires that into the chest of Carpenter, who traps that. And as he tried to bring it back in, Stashnik somehow grabbed it, but they're going to say that he reached in to grab it. So it'll be a Rebel ball. 10:22 to go. Third period. Warriors leading 8-6. Here's McCallion. And he takes a stiff check on the back. And here's another check on McCallion as two Warriors converged on him. Now the ball's going to go loose into the corner. Nothing is going to be called here, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. It's going to be Warrior ball. McCallion is not too happy with the type of treatment he just received. I don't blame him. He took a couple of checks right on the numbers there. And as someone who played a lot of O myself, those are things that really, really frustrate you. And you saw that frustration take place as he chopped the Warrior heading up the floor, and they're going to nail him for that. And the Warriors are going to go on to the power play here after killing off that 5-minute. And McCallion is not that type of player at all either. Anybody who knows him, and you could tell how frustrated he was. And it's hard to blame him. Here's Royer inside to Stewart. Not sent wide. Up to Simonson. Simonson over to Dickin. That's stopped by Carpenter. Now Albrecht again picking it up momentarily, losing it, picking it up. He's going to battle for it. And now he's just going to take a cheap cross check on Dewart needlessly. And that's the type of penalty you just can't afford. If I'm on that Rebel bench, that drives me insane. Just, that's terrible. And I mean, I don't know. If you're standing on that Rebel bench, I don't know how you're not. I mean, there's no point in yelling anything right now, but I'd be surprised if somebody doesn't sit Albrecht down after this one. Here's Royer out in front, and the ball is going to go into the corner. And eventually, well, Scrimshaw looked like he was going to pick it up. He doesn't. Now they're going to say 10 seconds have elapsed. It'll be Warrior ball here. 8:27 to go, third period. Warriors 8, Rebels 6. Here's Simonson winding and firing and wiring it off the post. Dickin. Dewart steps out in front. Tried to go far side. He gets stopped by Carpenter. Now there's going to be a battle for the ball in the near corner. And they're just going to scrum. Eventually, Simonson's going to grab that and jump out of the pile. Here's Simonson, cross crease, through the seam to Dewart, who threw that into the empty net. Nice finish there. Nice look from Simonson. And the Warriors extend out to a 3-goal lead. Warriors 9, Rebels 6, 7:51 to go, third period. So a couple of rough type penalties taken by the Rebels here. The first one you can totally understand. The second one, not nearly as much. And the Warriors make them pay and extend this lead out by another goal. And the nonchalant on a Farajchuk looked like he didn't know that he might not have known there was a guy behind him, but as soon as he saw him, he evaded him and ran the ball up the floor and let him know. Here's Simonson. Simonson skips that through the box to Royer down low. He tried to get it back up top, but the shot clock expired. It's going to be Rebel ball, who are going to have to try and get back on the board here quickly with only 7 minutes remaining and down 3. Ball goes into the near corner here in the Warriors zone. It's going to be picked up by Vetch. He's going to be pushed by Andrews and then bumped by Pennock. Then eventually the Warriors grab that loose ball. The Rebels end up killing that second penalty. And now Albrecht sent Coleman Carey to the floor and cross-checked him on the ground. That's typically a penalty. It wasn't here. Now the ball's going to be swung over to Dewart. Dewart inside to a cutting Royer. That didn't connect. And then Simonson picks that loose ball up and fires it in on Carpenter. He pushes that into the corner, and it'll be Rebel ball here with 6:18 to go. Third period, Rebels 9, or Warriors 9, Rebels 6. And then that ball's fired off the crossbar by Reese Walsh. Now, Carpenter threw a long bomb down to Baker. The ball went off of him and rolled to Peterson, and he sends to Eastwood. Eastwood on the right side. He gets it down low to McCallion. McCallion jumps underneath a check. He throws it back up to Eastwood. Eastwood, McCallion. They try to get some space down there on the right side. Nothing happening. And then a pass was sent in over to Simonson on the far crease. And all he could do was sort of push the ball into pinch. And it'll be Warrior ball. 5:28 to go, third period. Warriors 9, Rebels 6. Simonson. Dickin. Back to Simonson. Simonson is held there, and I don't know what's going on now as Eastwood keeps coming at him, but it's going to be blown dead. They're going to call a hold on Eastwood, and the Warrior power play will go back to the floor. Here's Dickin winding and firing into the belly of Carpenter, and I say back in. That's bad. That's a bad play by the Rebels and a mistake you can't afford at this time of the game. Here's Simonson in behind the net. Out. Gets sent from Dickin out in front to Luke Royer, who got stopped. Now Simonson goes back to Dickin on that seam pass from shooter to crease, and it's 10-6. Warriors take a 4-goal lead with 4:29 to go here in the third period. Here's Royer getting chopped at center by Barrett. They're going to go at it a little bit here. Is Royer saying something to Barrett, guys that played with each other in minor lacrosse growing up. Two guys that know each other well. And now Dewart comes out in front. He cut out in front and got a pass and tried to walk across the net. Carpenter with a good save. And Zorniak's going to push in transition. Zorniak hits McKenzie, who's going to hit Eastwood, who's now out of the box because the Warriors scored on that power play. That ball hit the mask of Pinch. Now Gordon is going to engage Eastwood up the floor. Eastwood's going to knock the ball loose, but Gordon's going to pick it back up. And now he's going to hand it off to Simonson. Simonson, Dewart. Ball's now back with Simonson on the left side. That's Cole Stashnik over to Dickin to Dewart. Shot comes in from a cutting Royer. And Carpenter turns that away. Here's Zorniak to McCallion. McCallion comes out in front and throws that into the stick of Pinch. Good save there by the netminder. And the Warriors are going to look to close this one out here. 2:40 to go, third period. Warriors 10 now, Rebels 6. Here's Ben Royer. He's going to slow play this possession. He gets it up top to Dewart. Dewart, Dickin, Luke Royer inside, and he throws that off of the Rebel logo. They're going to say back in again on the Rebels. It's going to be Warrior ball. Here's Anna Faraichuk to Dewart. He sent it over to Ben Royer, who got met with a stick check from Albrecht, sending that shot wide. Here's Pickering swinging that over to McCallion, or to McKenzie, sorry. And here's Peterson. Peterson back over to Pickering. That shot clock's going to expire. And Pinch doesn't like that. As he's saying, Pickering shot that well after the buzzer went. But cooler heads will prevail. And here's Dewart in off the bench on a breakaway. And he throws a dip and dunk move on Carpenter and scores. And it's the Warriors pulling away here as they take 11-6 lead. as the Rebels take another penalty here, and McCallion talking to the officials. They're going to say it was a cross check to Barrett. And the Warrior power play will get another opportunity here with this game all but done from Bill Hunter Arena here. We'll see if they try to pad their lead here or how hard they try to pad their lead here. Here's Simonson to Royer, and he throws it to his cousin Ben behind the net. He comes back out in front. Here's Simonson. Simonson fake pass. He tucks underneath. He throws it back up top to Dewart. He shoots that off of a Rebel defender. Here's Simonson. Simonson tried to get that over to Luke Royer. Ball's going to go loose. And that'll just be knocked into the corner. It's going to be picked up by Vetch. He's going to have a couple of Warriors come towards him. He's going to throw that back up high to Eastwood. Now they're going to say too many men on the Warriors. Not that it matters with 46 seconds to go. And the Warriors out in front comfortably 11-6. But nonetheless, they're going to have to serve. Oh, it's because it looks like it's going to be a penalty shot. Because it's in the last 2 minutes. I think, yeah, it's going to be a penalty shot. That's what it should be, and that's what it looks like it's going to be. Because in the last 2 minutes, there's a too many men call. It is, in fact, a penalty shot in the defensive zone. So the penalty shot will be taken by Baker. As he comes in off of the left side on pinch. Baker comes straight in, and he tried to outweight Pinch. Pinch was able to stop that, and it looks like that might be your final here with only 45 seconds to go. 11-6. Now, of course, there could be another goal here, but I can't imagine the Warriors will really push for another one. I don't anticipate the Rebels pulling their goalie at this point either. So off the draw, it's going to be picked up by Mendon. There'll be no pressure here brought by the Rebels with this game well in hand. And you have to think the Warriors will just walk this one out here. Simonson's just going to hold this up over center. And that's going to be, in effect, that's going to be all here from Bill Hunter Arena as the Warriors are going to solidify their position in first place in the North with an 11-6 victory here over the Rebels. As the Warriors are going to go to 10-2, and the Rebels are going to fall to 9-4. Once again, from the Bill Hunter Arena, your final score, the Edmonton Warriors 11 and the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels 6. We thank you so much for joining us here on CROW LAX TV. It was a battle for first place in the North with the reigning North champion Warriors coming out victorious. Until next time, which will be tomorrow afternoon, right back here at Bill Hunter Arena when the Warriors host the CROW. We'll have that for you on CROW LAX TV, of course, as we have every game in the North played in a North barn from here right through the provincials. We'll be right back here with you tomorrow afternoon. But until then, thank you for joining us, and so long from Bill Hunter Arena in Edmonton. Good night.